Hello, everybody. I hope all of y'all are having a good day today. I've got glasses, new glasses, prescription glasses, and I'm trying to get used to having them on my face all the time. I'm always messing with them, so you'll have to excuse me for a minute. But I wanted to get on here today and say that today it's June 14th, 2026 in America, and it was on June 14th of 2012 in America whenever I come to know God. I become born again. And today I'm outside. I'm doing some finishing touches on my snorkel that I made from scratch for my truck. And what's funny is before I come to the Philippines, I didn't even know what a snorkel was. I didn't know anybody had something like that on their truck. So it's such a trip. But anyway, today is my 14-year birthday. This is when I was truly born into this world. And, there's been times that I've asked myself, why me? I couldn't tell you how many times I've asked, why me, Lord? Why? I'm nothing special. I was never good. I never did anything, religiously or anything like that. Yeah, when I was young, I said some prayers at church and stuff, but I was never somebody that you would call religious or anything like that. I only cared about myself. I was very selfish. And, but I'll tell you, on that night, June 14th of 2012, I had been made humble. Because that is the night that I come to my very bottom in life and had realized that I was a mess, I was out of control, and there was nothing that I could do to help myself. And at that moment, my heart was ready. I was ready to have Christ in my life. See, there's a lot of us out there right now who talk games. We talk big, about, I'm doing this for the Lord and I'm doing that for the Lord, but their heart is not really right. That's the whole part that Jesus spoke about people not willing to give up their life, all right? Like, you've got to be willing to give up your life, all right, so that you can find real life and have real life. And that's what the Pharisees were doing. See, they thought, well, I can keep the Sabbath. I can put all these dietary laws on people. We'll do these dietary laws. We won't touch this. We won't touch that. We'll do our prayers on these days and stuff like that. And that sets us apart, makes us holy. But I get to keep my life, all right? That way I can stay here and do all the things I love to do, all right? That's something I found out on June 14th of 2012, is that I was going to lose my life, and I didn't care. I was ready. I consented. I was like, okay, hello, how are you? Kiddos down the road. Hi. I was ready, all right? I had to be. I was ready to do some good in the world. It's funny, that night, I just knew in my spirit, my life isn't mine anymore. All right, it is no longer I who live. I knew that. I knew that before I ever read it. I just knew it. I knew this is it. I'm going to go wherever the Spirit of God tells me to go, and I'm going to do whatever He tells me to do. And look at me, 14 years later. I'm on an island on top of a mountain in the middle of the jungle, somewhere in Southeast Asia, working on a DIY snorkel that I made so that I can go through high water to reach some children and people that are in hard to get places, so I can bring them food and supplies, and I can share with them my testimony and the love of God. That's not keeping your life, all right? That's something that the old Billy would have never thought about doing, all right? He'd been like, I can sweep the floors out of a church or something like that, and I can do this and I can do that, and that way I can stay at home and I can do whatever I want to do. It's not the way it is. Here I am, and I absolutely love this new life. I see a lot of times people have this meme, and it's a meme of Jesus, and he's got a great big teddy bear behind his back, and there's a little girl on the ground holding a tiny teddy bear, and he's like, just give me that little teddy bear, and I'll surprise you with something, and most people, they'll hold on to that little teddy bear. They're not going to give it up, That's the way it was with me. He was like, here, give me that. And I give him my life. I had the desire to give him my life. I was like, here it is, take it, you can have it. And here I am. He gave me a great big old teddy bear because I'm doing what I absolutely was born to do. It's so amazing. You guys know I have a numbers tick, and this is my 14-year anniversary, and so I looked up the Strong's 14, and it means to do good deeds that are empowered by God. Not self-righteous deeds, it's deeds that are empowered. Everything I've done over here has been empowered by God, because Billy Hobbs alone could not have fed or provided 150,000 care packs and meals and things like that, all right? So it says to do good. That is in Greek, I believe. And in the Hebrew, it means to consent, to be willing. So what I read out of it is to be willing to do good deeds, to be ready, consent, to give up your life. And then, of course, it's 614, so that's 20, and so you cancel the 0, it's 2. And then 226. 26 and 2 is 28. So I looked up 228. The first one means to be true, to be genuine, like the genuine article. And the other means to prevail, to be strong, empowered by God to do so. So anyway, that's the way I've felt since day one, is that I have felt strong. I have felt courage. Very few times have I let fear creep in, because I know that the creator of everything you can see, touch, and feel, and even the things that you can't see, touch, and feel, is living inside my heart. And if he is guiding me, how could I ever be afraid, and how could I ever be deceived? So anyway, today is my 14-year anniversary, and I'm celebrating it by doing something that my old self would have never imagined in a million years I'd be doing, working on a snorkel so I can travel through high water, if necessary, to get to people so I can help them. I love you all. God bless.